Hello and welcome to the next video. My first stand 2025 preview series. I guess might be the last one. So KC Karmine Corp, surprisingly to me, get to this event. A lot of people consider anybody on this roster to be maybe best in their role. I think that that's kind of diluted, but Yike may very well be the best jungler in the LEC, but he kind of was at that level last year as well, just kind of continuing his consistent high level play. Vladi and Caliste obviously playing much better than I anticipated. Vladi in his second split in this Fearless format has done very well. Caliste has not made many mistakes, and that is huge for this team. Going to this event, I've seen some people believe, oh, well, because they won, they obviously don't have issues with pressure, etc. I feel like, although yes, they very well could handle the moment, and yeah, that's been proven in season finals. Once again, this is another test, playing it at an international event, playing at a first stand tournament. And like a player like Caliste is playing against players like Jackie Love and Viper, world champions. He has never played against players anywhere near as good as these two, and it's going to be a big test for him. Honestly, I think Doggo is going to be the interesting one. I know the schedule's released, but I want to see where he stands against Doggo in the grand scheme of things. But neither here nor there. This team's here, right? And they're playing well. They're playing well. They're finding ways to win statistically. Still not a juggernaut, which is going to be an issue if you're not playing the game the right way against HLE and in top. But that is what it is. So KC, this is their first international event. Canna in top lane. We obviously know him. He played with T1 in the past. Nongshim as well. Interestingly enough, though, this team, unique. 4.4 KDA, 50 kill participation for Canna in top lane. So, actually 49.9. You'll say, why the distinction? It's just an interesting thing to think about that this team, unlike the other four at this event, the top laner is involved in less than half of the team's kills. Therefore, the top laner is not as involved. The team doesn't fight around top. 7.7 CS per minute, a 1.61 ROI. Positive 2.1 share differential. A lot of damage coming from Canna when he does get into fights because he's been farming in the side lane and gaining gold. 2.25 vision score per ward placed. Only up 10 gold at 15 minutes. You'd like that to be better in the LEC out of an import. 6 solo kills, 12 champions at 25 games. Internationally, he's 14 and 8. 2.3 KDA, 61 KP, 8.5 CS per minute. So with DK last season, as well as with T1 in the past, very high kill participation, high resources, 1.26 damage divided by gold, 2.54 vision efficiency. Internationally puts up good numbers in the gold difference category, up 420 on average. 7 solo kills in 22 games. Jungle, Yike, like I said, best player on this team. Definitely the only player that I would put anywhere near first in role in Europe. 4.5 KDA, 75 KP, and a 6 CS per minute. Looking at the kill participation, we obviously see that mid and jungle as well as support fight around each other. So going around the rift, making things happen, all almost equal. Taramas getting around the rift, going and roaming to mid, and Yike as well. 1.33 damage divided by gold, only negative 2.2 share differential, so dealing quite a bit of damage for the team. 4.76 vision score per ward placed, only up 25 gold in 15 minutes. If he's going to get behind against bigger, better junglers at this event, and then Kanavi and Peanut, it's going to be a problem. So he's got to open up those leads. 1 solo kill, but 13 champions in 25 games. Widest champion pool alongside Targamas on this team. Internationally, most experienced, he's 23 wins and 23 losses. 2.8 KDA, a 74 KP with G2, all those tournaments. Was very integral to their success. 5.8 CS per minute, 1.18 damage divided by gold, 4.09 vision score per ward placed. On average, ahead 100 gold at 15 minutes, 8 solo kills in 46 games. I feel like that's wrong, 8 and 46. I want to say it's got to be less than that because of MSI last season. It's got to be less than that. Vladi in, as in like last games played, solo kills are still 8. But Vladi in mid lane, 5.5 KDA, 74 KP, 9 CS per minute. Very, very involved. Maybe the most involved mid laner at this event. The team certainly makes sure he is there for the fight. 1.82 damage divided by gold, which leads this team. He is the one dealing the damage. 5.7 share differential. 2.25 vision score per ward placed, but only up 125 gold at 15 minutes against LEC competition. Against Cream and Zeka, it's going to be a different story in terms of level of play. 4 solo kills, 10 champions, 25 games. Star of the show, Caliste in the 80 carry role. A young, very, very good player that outside of that G2 series where they got smoked, but then returned the favor, Caliste has played pretty much flawlessly throughout this season to start. We'll see how he does this week coming up. I'm hoping for the best because he is a young player, and I do not like seeing younger players have problems. 5.1 KDA, 65 KP. So team does not fight around Caliste. They're fighting elsewhere. More so, hey, you're more weak side. We're just going to let you kind of do your thing, get your feet wet, get more comfortable playing. 9.3 CS per minute. 1.54 ROI and only a 0.6 share differential. Why is that significant? Not a lot of damage relative to gold coming out of Caliste. The gold he's giving is just barely less than the damage he's given. The gold he's given is just a little less than the damage he is giving the team. Usually you want your carry roles to be dealing a lot of damage. Sure, you have some players that can make exceptions. In the 80 carry role, it's generally not a good thing to have a low share differential because you're usually giving the 80 carry a shit ton of gold and you'd like a lot of damage out of it. So that is a thing. 2.61 vision efficiency, behind 160 gold at 15 minutes. Looking at this team, technically, they are ahead. No. They're even at 15 minutes. 0 gold. So that is a thing. 2 solo kills in 10 champions, 25 games. Taramas at support. Much maligned last season. A lot of people talking poorly about him, but look at him now, doing very well. Surprise, surprise. Almost like we didn't know what we were talking about last year. 3.6 KDA, a 77 kill participation, which leads the team. So, Taramas is who this goes through in terms of fighting. 0.75 damage divided by gold. Given the high kill participation, that's indicative of a player that is very traditional. 2.18 vision efficiency. 13 champions, 25 games. Internationally, he's 14 and 13. 2 KDA, 61 KP. So with G2, he was not really around the fight when he was alongside Flackett. 0.66 damage divided by gold. So very traditional that year. I think 2022. 1.84 vision score per ward placed. Behind 175 gold at 15 minutes on average. Couple solo kills in 27 games. Reha as a coach, no international experience to speak of. So this team alongside TL and CFO, I could see them finishing in any order, 3 through 5. To make very strong claims about that. I don't know. I feel like people that make very strong claims about the order, I understand everyone and their mother wants to do predictions, and eventually I think someday I'll have mine. But to be like to the point where you get like emotionally invested and you like start like saying this team choked, what happened to this team and this, that, and the third. Obviously, that is a skill issue by the user and the person that made the prediction, not necessarily the team. Because in my opinion, I mean personally, I think you could see TL, KC, CFO finishing in any order. And that TL have been to a few international events already. Casey could flame out. Casey could do well, finish third. CFO, I mean, Hong Q, big question mark. It's just a matter of who wants to finish third, I guess, behind what will be HLE and Top Esports. I mean, if one of those two teams struggle, that would be a surprise. So Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Become a YouTube supporter. And hope to see you again tomorrow.